Welcome to Back4App Containers, the series dedicated on writing Dockerfiles to host your application. It doesn't matter the technology in Back4App Containers. So, if you're following this series, you've seen that I've been publishing many different kinds of Docker files that you can use to host your app in Back4App, but those are mostly very simple Docker files. Today, I want to show you how to deploy a more complex application which has a more complex folder structure inside it. And to illustrate that, here on my GitHub, I created this repo where I uploaded a public folder with a few files in there, a source folder with a few other files in there, and a package.json file on the root folder. And I want to transfer this exact structure to my container. And we are going to create a Docker container that does just that. So the first step is to click here on Add File, Create New File, and type the file name, which is Dockerfile with a capital D. Remember, this is very important, having the capital D. Then we're going to start writing our Docker file, and this will be a Ubuntu-based Docker container. So from Ubuntu latest, we're going to first create the same folder structure inside my Docker container. So we'll start running run mkdir. This command you're already seeing is how you create directories in Linux. And we're going to pass on a few parameters because I want to create all these folders in just one command. And the first parameter I'm going to set is -p. -p creates a multiple folder structure. So if you want to create a folder with a subfolder, if I pass on -p, it will create the whole structure for me. Then I'll put --, which will allow me to add multiple folders, and then we're going to start writing all the folders that you want. So I'm going to once again set my working directory as /root/app, and inside that /root/app I want to create that folder structure you saw in my GitHub. So the first folder I'm going to create is /root/app/src, where I'll be hosting the src folder files from my GitHub. And I'll also be using /root/app/public, where I'll be hosting the public files from my GitHub. Then I have to set the workdir to be /root/app, as we saw in the other containers. So workdir /root/app. Now it's time for me to copy the files from GitHub to the folder structure I just created. And you have to do that in bunches. So in the first step, I'll be copying the package.json file to the root folder of my working directory. So copy package.json to /root/app/ and then you can leave it like this. It will assume the same name, or you can write the file name completely. I myself like to write in the file name completely. So package.json. Now it's time for us to move our source directory. So we'll be doing exactly the same command, but setting all the commands to copy the source content from GitHub to the source content folder inside the container. So copy /src, and this is my origin, which is the GitHub folder, ***, which means all files, to /root/app/src. And notice in this command I won't be giving the file name because I'm copying multiple file names at once. Next step is to copy the public folder from GitHub to my Docker container. So copy /public/ to /root/app/public. Now, if I to see the output of all these copies into my container, just to check if everything went to the right place, I can run a new command by typing run ls. ls lists files in Linux, and we're going to use the parameter -r in an uppercase, which is recursive, so it will list all files and subfolders inside a given folder. And we're going to use our main folder /root/app folder. So this command will list all folders and all subfolders and all files inside my root folder. And just so we can deploy this, because we are not running any server, so it will probably fail at the very end of this container, but it will be enough to see how it behaves. We're going to expose port 3000, and this is just so Back4App containers don't complain about the port not being exposed. So once I scroll down and click commit new file, now we go to Back4App Containers, create a new app, and we're going to select first container here on my projects. Remember, if you don't see this screen exactly like this, you're probably not a beta user for Back4App Containers. So get in touch with our support team. They will teach you how to get enrolled as a beta user, and you'll be able to see the screen right here. A good way for you to determine if you are or not a beta user is to click here on dashboard. And if you see only backend, you're not a beta user. If you can see backend and containers, then you are a beta user and will be able to see this screen. So I'm going to call this complex folder. Scroll down and click create app. This will automatically start a new deployment. So it will unpack rootfs first, take a snapshot, and as you can see, this was really fast. So the first command created all folder structure, and if I scroll down, it copied all the source files from my GitHub to the correct places. And here is my list command showing the whole structure of my folder. So I can see in the root app folder, I have the package.json file, the public folder, and the source folder. Then inside the root app public, I have all the files that are in public, and in the root app source, I have all the files that are in source. So this is how you deploy most complex projects to your GitHub, from your GitHub to your Docker container. If you have multiple or many directories to move, instead of this, all you should do is to create here in your GitHub, instead of having multiple files in here, put all these folders inside a main folder, and then you can move only the main folder with the correct structure inside it. So, if you found this video helpful, please click the like button and consider subscribing to the channel so it can help us grow. Also, share this link with a friend and they can learn something too. If you are subscribed, thank you for that. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or any implementation you'd like to see, please leave it on the comment section down below. We always answer all the questions. I hope this content was useful to you and hope to see you back. See you soon. Bye bye.